She plays the flute. Greatest achievements, I completed 4 years of Reisinger boot camp, ran a half marathon, served as vice president of the band at NHS, made region and area, played at Midwest and the National Music Festival. She won the concerto contest in 2017. She got a Navy ROTC scholarship, and she graduated in the top 5 of her class. Not 5%, that would be top 5 students. She'll be attending Loyola University in Chicago to major in nursing. Plans for the future, push myself to be the best that I can be as I pursue my dream career becoming a naval nurse officer. Also plans to continue making her friends and family and educators proud. Special thank you to all those who've remained patient and hoping for me. This is Faith.
Good evening, everyone. Band has stood as a grounded pillar for my high school life. It has heavily influenced most of my social interactions in Banquet these past 4 years. For God knows that at least half of my friends' social media followers and t-shirts are related to band. Because of this program, I had the opportunity to interact with the most incredible musicians and minds. From those from the Houston Symphony, the Marine Band, Mr. Green, Mr. Bennett, and to those around me sitting in this audience. I'm surrounded by a tradition of brilliance and artistry. We have this community here where music, especially from marching band, becomes a part of us because we put so much. Where we can sing parts of the show together as if it was our own anthem. I have so many memories of where I catch myself humming a tune or a random part from our show. And once you reach that stage, I feel like that's something that's really special to share with everyone here. My favorite moment from marching band was when we hit our opening note during the area for last year's show, Larger Than Life. It was electric. That energy, that crazy stadium filled with our competitors and strangers cheering for us. It gave me chills. I remember seeing our head drum major, and Alyssa, smiling wide, just conducting, and I smiled back while I was playing my flute. I can't and won't ever forget that. And what also gave me chills was seeing Mr. Masala and Mrs. Reisinger dab. That was just Now for my thank yous. I'd like to thank God first for leading me to and through band and giving me this drive to this kind of thing. I remember when the Twin Creeks Middle School band came over to my mentoring school and to play Carol of the Bells. It was the flute sound that stood out to me while the band performed then, and still stands out to me now. I didn't know I wanted to play it then, but I knew it was the right instrument for me, even when I was told that the oboe was the instrument better suited for my crooked teeth, which still remains. I still have braces. Yeah. But now I realized that I wanted desperately to play the flute because it embodies what I want for myself. The instrument was meek and simple in its shape, but had a voice that floats over an ensemble, confidently and elegantly. And that's what I wanted to be. I love being able to stand out to this instrument and letting my voice soar. I would also like to thank my amazing, loving family, parents. I do a lot of things that make the most sense, but you all put up with me and love me all the same. I love you for raising me and allowing me to follow my dreams and desires. Thank you for being here and always cheering me on. You're the greatest friends and fans I have, and I can't thank you enough. I hope to make you proud. Bahagita. And now I'd like to thank the 4 greatest educators in my high school career. They've offered a surplus of knowledge and wisdom that no other teacher can offer anywhere. Thank you. Google, Wikipedia, Quizlet, and Kahoot. But of course, I can apply to these 4 wonderful teachers here. Mr. Guzman, thank you for always greeting with me genuine happiness and positivity. Your speeches always offers inspiration and enlightenment, and I appreciate everything you say. So much so that I wish I had more instructional time with you. Mr. Smith, I see you as one that can easily converse with any student here. I feel like there's no age barrier for when it comes to having conversation with us teens, and you recognize our talent and our understanding of things. And that's really comforting to have. Mrs. Reisinger, I wish to emulate your clear, articulate voice and being. You're so present and strong. I've learned how to enhance my leadership and confidence, and even though I feel like I haven't reached my potential, you've definitely helped set me up for success. I want to share that whenever you substitute for Moose, whenever he's out, I always have a great time. It brings me memories of my freshman year, where I had the honor to play in your band. You provide a bounty, passion, and energy, even on the most lazy mornings of the band hall to the most hot, sweltering days on the marching field. Your contagious pursuit for success allows me to do better and push ourselves, which is really cool. And I remember 4 years ago, you said that you didn't think that I had spoken more than 10 words to you my entire freshman year. And, well, with these people as my witness, I can firmly say that I've said at least 100 more here. So, yeah, mission accomplished. Mr. Masala, I love the way you conduct and communicate with your band. You share so much about your life and musical experiences, even though there's 40 plus members into an ensemble. It feels like a one-on-one learning experience a lot of the time. It's great. Over time, I recognize that you are a grateful and humble man, for you compliment us and seem truly happy in whatever successes that we accomplish. Yet you always apologize when you feel like you have become too harsh on your students, and I feel like that's the greatest strength. Whenever I see my respected director admit his faults, it means a lot and it represents to me what a true leader really looks like. It teaches me that the weakest link is just as important as the best player. And thank you so much for letting us play Denzone as your last piece. Yeah, it was a dream of mine since my first time hearing it, and playing that as my last piece was spectacular. So whenever I think of spring high school, I think I'll not come to think of a lion, but rather a moose. Yeah. I'd like to thank my upperclassmen, my models, my leaders, and my friends, Diana, Alicia, and Mara. And I'd like to thank these people for an amazing 4 years together: Emily, Wendy, Alicia, Joanna, and my brother, and the entire flute section. And thank you to those who have given me car rides whenever I felt too lazy to walk home. Class of 2018, thank you so much for an amazing 4 years together, going through high school through this. These memories that we've shared will last wherever I go, and so my last thank you goes to you. Thank you.
Our next senior is Miss Lexi Sanchez. Sorry, it's Alexandria Sanchez. Her nickname is Lexi. She plays the oboe.